Welcome into True Saley Diamonds for Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the MLB slate of games. We've got an early start and a bunch of night games coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, note the early first pitch getaway day with both teams off tomorrow. We are heading to Philadelphia for the San Diego Padres, Philadelphia Phillies. Second place, first place here with the Phillies atop the NL East division. They got McAble on the hill. He's up against Dylan Cease for the Friars. We are seeing San Diego minus 115 road favorites, 8.5 or 8 being the total. Now, Philadelphia comes in 50 wins on the season, 45 for San Diego here. The Padres, something I noticed just kind of looking at their records, they're just 16-31 against teams over 500. You kind of combine that with Dylan Cease on the hill. He's had a great career. However, the 29-year-old this season, I mean, he's just 3-7. He hasn't been pitching very well recently. He's given up 9 earned runs his last 9 innings when pitching on the road, 6 walks his last 2 starts. He's up against McAble here, the 23-year-old former first rounder. He's a rookie, high prospect guy. But last time out, he gave up 4 home runs in just 3 innings completed against the Mets. I guess if you're looking at it through the positive lens, they were 4 solo shots. But I think that's kind of alarming here. I think San Diego is able to get to him a little bit. And we know that Phillies bullpen, they've been pretty shaky. So, hey, if you shop around, you can find an 8 minus 120 to the over. That's the way we're going to look at this. Go over Philadelphia Phillies, San Diego Padres. Over 8 if you can find it. 8 and a hook. Hey, go a little bit less. But we're starting it off. Wind blowing out, 10 miles an hour. Looks like in the 80s in Philadelphia for some day action. Think runs will be plenty. We got Padres, Phillies, over. Next one up, 7:07 Eastern. We are heading north of the border, Toronto, Canada, for the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Now, 2 teams here, AL East, just 2 games separating them here. The first place, third place teams with the Rays right in the middle. It's Will Warren going for the Bronx Bombers. Jose Berrios going for the Blue Jays. 8.5 or 9 being the total, minus $1.25. That is the Yanks as the road favorite. 48-36 coming in here. This is game 3 of the 4-game set. That is the Yankees record. And they got the 26-year-old Will Warren on the hill. Last time out, 5 innings, just 2 hits given up, blanking the Athletics lineup. Really good start there. He's got a sub 2.9 FIP, 103 strikeouts on the season already. I like Will Warren. Now, he's up against Jose Berrios, 31-year-old Puerto Rican-born pitcher, 3.26 ERA. But even recently, back-to-back 7+ inning starts, giving up 0 earned runs. So he's riding a hot right hand. He's also faced the Yankees earlier this season. He went 5 1/3, blanking the Yankees lineup. So I like that past performance. That was in Yankee Stadium as well. He's back home here. I think both of these 2 guys have pretty good starts. You got to keep in mind, Toronto at home, they're 10 games over 500 if you're looking to bet the side. I'm not looking to go up against the Yankees, though. And I actually, combining the fact that both pitchers, I think, have decent starts. The bullpens have both been pitching a lot better, Toronto's in particular. And you got to keep in mind the Blue Jays lineup, they have lefty-righty splits here. They're a lot better against lefties than righties. So what I'm getting at is 2 good starts from the starters. Bullpens, I think, hold them at bay. I don't think we get to 9 runs. Another one here, if you shop around, FanDuel is dealing under 9, minus 115. It's 8.5, kind of market wide otherwise. But if you shop around, find that 9 at FanDuel. We're going under Yankees and Blue Jays. Next one up, we are going from Toronto, Canada to Miami, Florida for the Minnesota Twins, Miami Marlins. We get game 2 of the 3-game set here, 6:40 Eastern start time. Simeon Woods Richardson, the likely starter for the Twins. They're a little slow announcing it, but he should be up against Jansen Junk here for the Fish. 8.5 being the total, minus 130. That is the Twins as the road favorite. 40-44 here for the Twins. They've struggled on the road as well. And they're just 4-13 their last 17. So a team that's really struggled of recent, and they're up against the Miami Marlins. You want to hear something we haven't heard in years? The hottest team in baseball. That is the Fish here. Winners of 7 straight heading into Tuesday night's games. Do need to note I'm doing this in the 4 o'clock Eastern hour, so heading into the overnight market. But still, the Marlins, 6-0 sweep on the road, West Coast road trip over the San Francisco Giants, Arizona Diamondbacks, winners of 7 straight. And they got Junk on the hill, 29-year-old. He is off of his worst start of the season. But one thing with him is home road splits are pretty glaring in his short sample size this season. He has a 1.3 ERA and just a 213 slugging percentage at home when he's pitching in the fish tank. I'm looking to bet on the Marlins here, guys. And it's not a team, I know I'm rocking the Marlins hat and a Miami Marlins lifelong fan. And a couple of you guys asking me questions in the comments, always like seeing that. And just to touch on it, I mean, they are playing good baseball. They're a young team. They'll take the extra base. They're getting some good pitching. Their bullpen has pitched a lot better, over the last month or so. I'm looking to bet on the Marlins here. You add on the fact the Twins starter Woods, 5.5 ERA on the road, 14 walks and 27 innings when pitching outside of Minnesota. So it's kind of home road splits for both of these starters, pointing towards the Marlins. Plus 110, I think the home dog is barking. We got the Marlins over the Twins. I got one game left. It will be the nightcap for the show. We are heading out west. But a reminder, if you could comment below, it does help out the algorithm on YouTube, growing the show. Anything is more than welcome. Any questions, fire away. We'll do a question and answer session. Also, if you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. On an 11-1 run here in MLB for the clients. So it's been a nice run, and we got the rest of the MLB season discounted. So you can go check that out, almost $200 off. If you're interested in betting baseball, you're looking for a service, now is a good time to jump on board. Experts page, Drew Martin, WagerTalk.com. Rest of the season is discounted. All right, guys, we got a nightcap for the show here, 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 local time. We are heading to Dodger Stadium for the Chicago White Sox, LA Dodgers. Game 2 of the 3-game set. Clayton Kershaw, the lefty on the hill for the Dodgers. We get Sean Burke going for the Sox. Total of 9, minus 320. That is the Dodgers as the home favorite. So what are we looking to do here? Well, the White Sox come in winners of 2 straight against the San Francisco Giants heading into Tuesday. And they got Burke on the hill, the 25-year-old out of Maryland, the former Terrapin. Back-to-back great starts, 10-plus innings, 1 earned run given up, 14 strikeouts. I actually think he can have a decent start here. Now, we got to keep in mind the Dodgers lineup, number 1 overall if you go by weighted runs created plus, number 1 against righties. So, kind of pump the brakes on going big. But Clayton Kershaw, the 37-year-old, we've talked about it a couple times, and to tell you the truth, lost a little money going against him. I mean, he's 4-0 on the year. He's got a 3 flat ERA. But you got to keep in mind, the velocity is not the same for the likely Hall of Famer. And he's got reverse home road splits, meaning his ERA is 3 points higher at home this season than on the road. And he has more than twice as many walks when pitching at home. So not sure why, but the numbers are pointing at him kind of struggling in Dodger Stadium. When you put up his numbers against Burke, at this point, I don't mind it at all being on the Burke side, on the White Sox starter side. And when you start to factor in this number, I think the White Sox have a shot to surprise. Now, we're going to cut it down to the first 5 innings because the White Sox bullpen has been terrible. Plus the fact whenever you're taking a big dog, when you can shorten the game, if they're leading after 5, we're still going to cash this ticket. So, hey, going to take a shot here. Big swing, big underdog, catching a big plus price. That is the White Sox first 5 innings, listing Burke as the starter over the Dodgers in the nightcap. In the recap here, we got the Miami Marlins plus 110 with Junk on the hill. That will be the best bet for the show. For the first time this year, I believe, the Marlins as the best bet, plus price at home. Home dog barking in the fish tank. We got the Blue Jays and the Yankees under 9, and we got the Padres and the Phillies over 8 to start us off in the early action. So, guys, that does it for Wednesday's show. We'll be back tomorrow. Come back and join us. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in.